So today we're gonna go over the next season patch notes. See what these bad boys are looking like. I already got them loaded up. Um, I'm gonna skip through most of this. I want to see what the balance changes are for the most part because I've seen Sam Fisher. He looks like not Sam Fisher, Solid Snake. He looks like he's gonna be pretty decent. Pretty good. The F2, bless getting grips, but I think he's gonna be cool. Who cares about this? Frankly, well, I say that the ranked match cancellations I do like. Please do a live tomorrow so my brother can chat tomorrow in your live. I may not be able to tomorrow. I can like Tuesday. I've got a date planned with my girlfriend. Let's do it live tomorrow so my brother can chat tomorrow in your live. Appreciate you stopping by for him. New modernized maps: Coastline, Villa, Oregon. W maps. I despise Coastline, but that's just because I'm bad at it. It is a pretty decent map. I really like Villa. I'm excited to see the basement get a bomb site. I think that could be cool, even if it's not good. Don't care about match replays. Okay, rebalancing. Players told us that balancing shouldn't come at the cost of fun or feel like endless nerfs. We agree. Cap. Our approach now goes beyond data, so changes enhance gameplay without sacrificing enjoyment. Starting in year 11, seasons will feature 4 updates released every 3 weeks, alternating between major balance updates with ranked map rotations and smaller balancing updates. Each season will also target a specific meta. In Season 1, we'll focus on entry fragging and roaming roles. ... Scopos. The V10 Pantheon shells will move faster and hit harder in year 11 with mobility and destruction boosts, plus reduced timers so Scopos can swap shells quicker. So Scopos already is like okay in theory, but not. It's kind of clunky to use, and therefore it doesn't get great utilization. Same destruction as Aruni's melee. I don't know why that wasn't already a thing. Frankly, it's if Aruni with a mech arm has it, why doesn't literally the robots? So that's a good change. Speed rating, I think that'll help making them a lot quicker. Active shell idle time reduced to 1.3 seconds from 1.5, and idle shell activation time reduced to 1.3 from 1.5. Those I think will help, and it's not such a drastic change that I think it won't be like busted, but it will help make it a little more fluid. And then the one that I really like is the swap cooldown time reduced to half a second. I like that. There should be a time cap. You shouldn't just be able to like ping pong back and forth, but 3 seconds always felt I never played Scopos, but from like seeing it and like knowing that it takes that long, it always just felt a little too long to me. Like, obviously I'm not great at this game, so let's not take my opinion as like the almighty, but I don't know, I never liked it being 3 seconds, so 0.5 seconds. I think that's going to be a good change because I think it's going to make Scopos viable and playable and interesting, but not like game breaking, which good. Scopos should be fun to play. Flores receiving the T95 LMG, right, to improve the flexibility of his loadout. On console, I don't think this is going to make a huge difference for him, but it might help on PC where LMGs are a bit better, I'm pretty sure. But W Stream, what up, my boy? W Stream, we're going over balancing changes real quick, and then we're gonna hop into solo queuing. But this, I don't think is gonna do a whole lot for anything. The F2 assault rifle, I mean, just like bend me over. And so like, we running rank or we yapping? All right, yeah, you're getting banned. You're getting banned. The grip's coming back to the F2. W, I mean. W. I can actually play Twitch now. That'll be cool. Well, I can, but you know what I mean. Ballistic shield nerf. I see. Amazing. They should not be able to just full sprint through barricades and have 4 shields literally bum rush my site. Observation blocker down to 1 second. I like this. 2.5 seconds is so punishing for a utility that's not even that useful already. Like, it has niche uses, and then you get punished for using it for how long it takes. 1 second's great. A Ying buff, F2 has no recoil on console. You're a psychopath. You know that's not true. You're just rage baiting. The cluster flashes from Ying's Candela increases to 1.6 seconds. So that's not a huge change. I guess I don't hate that because honestly, not a lot of people play Ying anymore. Back when I played like a year or two ago, Ying was everywhere because of the Junker, Jinxie, but I'm not. Lil bro, you beat me 2-3. I'm not going to take your opinion on the F2. I'm going to take the champions of console that literally say the F2 has terrible recoil. Like, bro, why you yapping? It's not like the worst. It's not as terrible as everybody makes it out to be fair, but it doesn't have no recoil. A no recoil gun? Castle's SMG. That is no recoil. That's literally a laser beam. But I don't mind this, I guess, because she doesn't really get played a lot. I don't like her getting buffed, but she doesn't really play it, so I don't hate it either. Fair enough. Makes her more annoying. Might bring her back into the meta a little, which will help boost Warden picks, which he doesn't need that. Buddy, I will 3-0 sweep you. I gave you false hope. Alright, sit down, little bro. Sit down, little bro. Put your diaper on, okay? Sit down. Alibi's last ping from her Prisma does not disappear when the debuff ends, so the amount of pings is increased by 1 to create stronger intel pressure. I mean, just an Alibi buff. Good. Good. Nothing crazy, but nice. The concussion effect of Ella's Grismont mines has a longer duration from 7 seconds to 9 seconds. Ooh, extra 2 seconds? That's actually pretty good, I think. It doesn't really address the fact that her guns are like dookie buns. Like actually dog water trash, but fair enough, fair enough. I mean, that's actually a pretty decent buff for those. But I feel like the Grismont mines are the good thing about Ella. I mean, I don't hate them getting buffed, but I just don't feel like that addresses the issue. But anything, frankly, will help. Amaru getting 5 hooks instead of 4. I don't know why they act like this is literally anything. Most people use 1 and then die, so can't wait for you to lose rank today. Loving the positivity in chat so far today. I feel like this is such a non-change. Like, it's technically a buff, but whenever you ever used 95% of Amaru players, Amaru once and either win the game or die, let alone use all 4, let alone needing an extra one. So, and that's it, because who gives a single crap about dual front? I mean, so overall, I think pretty decent balance changes. Nothing crazy. I really like the Scopos buff. I think that's going to be really fun to play with, especially the destruction as Aruni's melee, because that's Aruni's one of my favorite characters, and that's one of the reasons why I love her melee punch. Her melee punch, that's the same thing! Play the game already, Ginger. Dude! Chill! This man. Play with your snake. I'm not pulling out my solid snake. Dude. Yeah, overall pretty good. A couple non-factor changes, I think, with like the Flores and the Amaru, but I like that they're not really nerfing anybody. Everybody's getting buffs to varying degrees. So that's nice. Well, except for shields. Fuck shields. So, that's always a good one. Alrighty, I mean, so overall, I think I'm excited for next season. Solid Snake. Well, how dare you ignore me? You just repeated what I said. I didn't ignore you. But overall, I mean, I think that's pretty good changes. So I'm excited for next season. I feel like that might actually change up the meta just a little bit. At least the Scopos. I gotta unlock Scopos for next season because I think that might be fun to play around with. Especially if the shell shows up as an enemy on his scanner. I feel like it might help. It might be a good, not necessarily counter, but counter for Solid Snakes. That'd be cool. I'm in Silver 5. I'm better than you. Yeah, bro, I got a job, dude. Like, I don't just no life this game. I go to work 5 days a week. But yeah, overall, I mean, W balance changes, I think. W balance changes.